Most people think cleaning a room is just a chore, something boring, something small, something you do because you have to, but your brain sees it very differently because the strange truth is this: a messy room is not just visual clutter. To your mind, it can feel like unfinished stress. That pile of clothes in the corner, your brain notices it every single time you walk past. The dishes in the sink, the unopened boxes, the tangled cables, the random papers on your desk. Even when you stop consciously paying attention to them, part of your brain keeps tracking them in the background, like tiny alarms that never fully switch off. And over time, that constant background noise starts affecting the way you feel. This is why some people suddenly feel an urge to clean after a stressful day, not because they care about perfection, because they are trying to regain a sense of control. When life feels emotionally chaotic, the brain searches for something stable, predictable, and manageable. Cleaning gives it exactly that. You cannot control your entire future in one afternoon, but you can fold your clothes, you can organize your desk, you can wipe down the kitchen counter. And strangely, those small actions calm the nervous system more than most people realize. Scientists have actually studied this. Every time you complete a small task, your brain releases a little dopamine, the chemical connected to motivation and reward. It's your brain quietly saying, "Good, progress." At the same time, organized spaces are linked to lower cortisol levels, which is the hormone associated with stress. That lighter feeling you get after cleaning your room, that is not imaginary. That is biology. But the psychology goes even deeper than that. Your environment acts like an emotional mirror. A cluttered space constantly signals unfinished business. And for people who already feel mentally overloaded, that signal becomes exhausting. It's like your surroundings are whispering, "You still haven't handled this. You're behind. Everything is piling up, all day long." So when some people organize obsessively, it isn't always about neatness. Sometimes it's about emotional safety, creating order outside themselves because they cannot find it inside themselves. And for others, organizing becomes something almost artistic. The way books are arranged, the placement of plants, the lighting in a room, the symmetry of shelves, the space becomes an extension of their mind, not just decoration, identity. Even repetitive actions like sweeping, sorting, or folding laundry can become surprisingly calming because the brain loves rhythm. Repetition creates predictability. Predictability creates safety, which is why cleaning can feel strangely meditative without looking like meditation at all. But maybe the most emotional part of organizing is this: decluttering is often a form of letting go. Every object carries memory: old clothes, unused gifts, broken electronics, things connected to old versions of yourself. And when you finally throw something away, it can feel heavier than it should, because you are not just removing an object, you are closing a chapter, saying, "I don't need this version of myself anymore." That is why some people feel emotional while cleaning. They're not just organizing a room, they're reorganizing their inner world. Your surroundings shape the way you think more than you realize. A chaotic room can quietly drain energy. A clean space can quietly restore it, not because cleanliness magically fixes your life, but because changing your environment changes the conversation happening inside your head. A tidy room subtly says, "You are capable. You are starting again. You still have control." And sometimes that small psychological shift is enough to help someone breathe easier. So if you ever feel strangely better after organizing your room, don't dismiss it as meaningless. Your brain wasn't craving perfection. It was craving peace. And sometimes peace doesn't arrive all at once. Sometimes it begins with one folded shirt, one clear desk, one small task that tells your mind things are getting better.